fuck? Big time rapper or something, eh?
Or is this fucking TMZ?
Yeah, good bro.
Exactly.
He had half a brain dumb at times, it's smart enough. Half the reason still here, other half being locked. Lot of lessons in this life before you reach your last day.
Uncle Fort driving his nephew's car.
Listen, I commentate this shit, mate.
No, I have to commentate.
You can commentate your shit.
No, I have to commentate.
Yeah. You don't do both.
You get 2 for 1. Don't you want a better
don't
deal?
get paid.
No, it's 2 for 1 deal.
Listen, I'm the funny one.
I don't know.
If you're wondering why I'm driving such a shit box, it's because he doesn't have a license.
No, it's because Ford doesn't pay me enough to buy a better car.
That's going to be the rest of your life. Every time I come back, there's a new fucking road. So this is a day in the life in Sydney. Well, so far we hit the studio, we've done 1 song. Now we're gonna go move some merchandise at ProArt and Forte Bongs, and then we're going to a podcast with Neil Cummings. And I'm sure it's gonna get more eventful as the day progresses. Should we flip a coin?
Oh no.
Oh no. Everyone knows flip a coin bad.
Let's flip a coin. If it's heads, it's gonna be a good day. If it's tails, what is that?
Tails.
Nah, it's a fake tails. It's a donation. Nah, that's it. We'll run off that.
It's not gonna be a bad day.
No, it's not. There was no tails. That technically wasn't a tails.
What? You got my windscreen wipers on.
Because I'm used to driving European cars, not shit boxes. So we're currently in Newtown, home of many cultures, genders and sexualities. This is probably the epicenter of all the activists that hate me. If they knew I was here, we'd be mobbed right now. You've got transsexuals. I've got nothing against them. You've got bisexuals, you've got asexuals, you got the pluses. I don't even know what the pluses are. And there's a lot of minuses for me being here. This is the woke community. As you can see, it seems like half the city's still asleep. Is it really woke? Honestly, like all the backlash I've been getting, one bitch in Melbourne spotted me and gave me this dirty look, and that's it. But I reckon if I walk up and down this street 10 times, eventually the protesters will come out. This place is like, if you're a man and you like to dress like a woman, this is where you'd come to. This is where you'd be comfortable at. And if you're a woman and you want to be a man, it's also a safe haven for you. What I would call society's misfits. I don't want to offend anybody, but I will. Like, look, rainbow hairs, standard around here. Funny when I crashed this cunt's car,
No. There's no crashing today. We're keeping the car intact. Yeah, I just got it back from the shop. I can see that you're trying.
Is it insured?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Back in the day, Oxford Street was for the gays and Newtown was for the lesbians. Now it's all mixed up. Now you go to King's Cross, it's fucking faggots everywhere. It's the gay. There's more gays in fucking King's Cross than there is in Oxford Street now. It's like Oxford Street's almost normal, and like I don't even see as many lesbians around here. I don't know where they're gone. Now it's just, I don't know. What do you call hipsters these days? I'm out the loop. Look, I'm gonna say right now, the word faggot is no longer for gays. If I call someone a faggot, it's not a gay slur. It just means you're a cocksucker. Maybe not physically, but literally. All right. So the word faggot, gays do not take offense when I say it, because that term is no longer an abusive term for homosexual men. Faggot just means you're just a general cocksucker. Okay. Metaphorically, look at this cocksucker trying to reverse park of all his traffic. Prime example. Let's just get that straight. Faggot is no longer a term for homosexual men. Faggot can apply to women. A lot of these women think they're men these days anyway. So when I say it, it's not a gay slur. Let's just get that correct. Put that in the vlog. So we're here at ProArt, great establishment, been here many years, very reputable. Winston here will look after you if you come down. Mention my name for 80% discount. I've got some Forte bongs. Are you interested?
Yeah, let's give a few of it.
Okay. He's always got a knife.
Damn.
And we
Serious knife.
And we cut this on. Seriously. I hope the knife wasn't the deal breaker. They got cone pieces.
They've got
in
a
them?
glass cone piece in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't even seen these yet.
Well, they're better.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
I
Look at the print.
they're heaps better. Best ones yet. You can pick something later if you want. How much will you?
I'll do it now, otherwise we have to go.
See, Winston's a great bloke. You know what I mean? He always wants to pay for stock up front. Not many people are like that. I'm not like that personally. I like to take it. But Winston's a good bloke. That's a reason you should also give him more business. And just for the vlog, we're not forcing him to buy these. This is under duress.
Hi guys.
Oh, really?
You want to come?
I can't, bro. Why? I got kids to look after.
What not?
My dad abandoned me. You can do it too. He abandoned me all my life. You can do it for 2 weeks.
When he's gone?
Eat 42 shots. I was going to be a mad hooker.
I'll be mad. I'm pregnant.
My biggest soul's one.
And then I got that one.
Oh, really?
One of the 3-rolls. For some
Get a
reason,
nanny.
I wish I could just pick up and leave.
I'll send my
Them days
I'll send my missus to your house because she loves like children and shit. That was just distract each other. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
And then we'll go to
It's
America.
not out of the question.
It's still a discussion.
Trust me.
Full will get you.
Yeah, it's all about negotiating. For those that aren't from Sydney, this is Redfern. Once a pretty crime-ridden place. It's been gentrified now. Like back in the 90s, early 90s, late 90s, probably even the 80s. Fuck, red hot spot. I remember once watching the news when I was a kid, some lady got a bag snatched, she wouldn't let it go, and they dragged that bitch about 50 metres down the road. Yeah, definitely a hot spot for heroin. A lot of history, but these days, I think it's like, probably costs you a lot to live here, you know what I mean? That's what they do. They take a lot of the housing commission areas that were in the city. Look at this crazy cunt, doesn't know what's going on. Probably, you know what? Sometimes it's better to be crazy than to be too onto it. Because once you get too onto it, it turns you crazy anyway. So, like, a lot of the housing commission areas in the city have been gentrified for the main reason that the price of the land and the buildings has gone up, so they just split cunts up and they send them out west. How's our education for those that don't know? So if you live in a nice housing commission spot in the city, don't get too comfortable. Chances are within the next couple of years, they're gonna ship you out at least 50 k's away. All the things that were good about Sydney no longer exist. King's Cross is over. Golden Century, I heard they rebuilt it, but that was my late night spot to go. Now, there's still like some places in Chinatown. What else? I haven't checked the local whores, but whores always going to be whores, so Meriton's banned me. So, like...
Is that where you buy your shit?
What?
Discount drugstore?
I don't buy drugs. I sell them.
I was waiting for it.
In a past life, hypothetically, in a dream. See that place? First place no one will run to if there's drama. Oh, see up there? True story. Rest in peace, MC Basic. He was one of the first guys in the early 2000s that actually recorded me. He had a studio up there, and I don't know if they were trapping out there or what the story was. A fire burst out, and they had like burglar bar doors, like those trap doors, and he got stuck in there and burnt to death. That's a true story. He wanted to sign me originally. He was like, this is when I first started rapping, so yeah. A few people might know that story, but yeah. See, I look over there and I see the word ice. I also see the word zoo. And ice has turned Sydney into a zoo.
That was one of your best jokes.
Yeah, and I got monkeys filming.
Oh my god.
You cannot fucking hear, bro.
park it here.
Don't fucking hear. You can't park, bro. Look where we are.
Who's gonna find your car here?
What are you in the middle of everywhere?
We're in the middle of a
Bro,
crossing.
you cannot park here. I'll
one's
lose
gonna
the car
find your car
myself. You can't park here. Look where we are.
We're gonna park here, but we're gonna park straight. Bro, what's the chances of us getting
Nah,
fined?
this is better than on the fucking main road.
Or a main strip walking.
Heads or tails?
Fuck off.
If we get fined.
I only put the
Heads
wheel
or
up.
tails if we get fined. Come on.
There's not even a tail on it.
What are you
doing? Bit further up, bit further up.
It's got a message from a bitch 5-7 years ago. She was worn out, junky. Now she looks like a fucking Kardashian. What's the secret? Like who? Like how do I fix me?
Can't come to Harry's and not get a fuck.
Curve is breaking the fast.
You don't come to Harry's and get a hot dog unless you know her or Pat. You're gonna share a hot dog and meet in the middle. Don't do food reviews.
No, we do.
We do?
It's segments in it.
Alright, this is Harry's Pie. It's a well-known establishment. Let's guess, 1932. What year is this established?
1945.
1945.
World War II.
That's enough. So, and I think this is the original one. Is this the first
Established
one?
in 1945.
Is the first one still standing?
First one's still standing.
The bombs didn't drop it. We're here at Nova, not because they want to play my songs on the radio, because we're here to do a podcast with Neil Cummings, Secrets of the Underworld. All my underworld secrets will stay here. But we'll see what questions we have. We'll see what answers you get. Good bloke, used to be John Ibrahim's main bodyguard. We done a good interview last time. It's on Spotify, didn't make it to YouTube. So let's see how this one goes.
First, last, and mobile, don't worry about the... Sorry, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just So if you just want to jump over there, you'll get a better shot from here. You're like going this way.
Easy.
So you can see yourself. Tony, if you look up there, you'll see yourself there. Oh.
Higher than me. Are these complimentary or?
Yeah,
Get charged
I
after.
might just go to level check.
Fuck, you keep sinking in the seat, bro.
He's pulling some weight.
That's fine.
It's either going to go real well, or if it goes bad, I'm going to learn something from it. So either way, it's a positive.
Yeah.
So my first show, pulled 82 people, Cursor rocked up, I made $4,000.
From 82 people?
Yeah, and you know how everyone's like, he was reading off his phone. He was reading off his phone. I was practicing. It was my second time on stage. I got paid to practice. And I've only done like maybe 7 shows up to this date. Yeah. And that's it. There was no like, I'm going to practice and do this. I did 8 minutes on an open mic and went straight into doing the main act.
Yeah.
So all these guys go, oh, he's reading off his phone. He's reading off his phone. It's 45 minutes of fucking material. I don't give a fuck. You find another comedian that got paid $4,000 for his fucking second show. And I think the least I've made of any of these shows is like 2. And they're all, it's all practice. If that's the worst thing they can say, oh, he's reading off his phone, half these cunts can't wipe their ass or find their way home without their fucking phone. You know what I mean? And I can freestyle it. I could. My first show, and it fucking made national news over a fucking domestic violence joke. Have you seen the movie Chopper?
Yes.
Did you giggle or not when he rocks up to it? What's the bitch's name? Jennifer or whatever it is. She rips the fucking thing off the car door, rips the thing. Open the door. And he kicks the fucking door, hits the mum in the head, and knocks her down and goes, now look what you've gone and done. Your mum's upset. Did you giggle when that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking giggled too.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's the big deal? It's a fucking movie. I'm fucking on stage. The joke, so I thought, imagine I chose NRL instead of rap.
Yeah.
So I started doing these comparisons. So I said, Josh Adokar got done with a $300 bag of rack and lost $500,000 in endorsements.
Yeah.
As a rapper, I could have got him 4 kilos of real good shit. You know what I mean? So I started making these references between rappers and that. And it got to Ben Barber, and no offense to the guy, this is just something that I read off the media. Like, fucking the media can talk about it, but I can't. And I said, look, he hit his missus he probably didn't hit the feature, so he turned around and hit his missus. And I said, now, let's get this straight. Hitting women in RSL is completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
Should have done it in the car park. There's way less cameras. Right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't laugh at that. Why are you laughing?
Because I know, but it's
See what I mean? See what I mean? But like, and you know what they said? This was their main point. Oh, he's influenced his audience to fucking commit crimes. If I had the potential to make my audience do what I wanted them to do, then I'd be like Everybody hand your wallets over, give me your key cards and all the credit card numbers. Now you're going to be running drugs from here and all you sluts are going to be prostituting on the street. If I had that much influence over my audience, fuck, I'd be doing a lot more to it than fucking teaching them don't hit someone in front of a camera.
Did people laugh?
That's
when you said
fucking,
it?
they loved it. No one complained. Oh, he took me there, eh?
Bro, that was fucked.
That was a rage, eh?
Oh, bro. You didn't stop. You'd already stopped the interview and you kept going.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck this. If we're going to go on with it, let's go on with it.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, this may be true or it may not be true, but when I was like, what's the statute of limitations? I hope it's 20 plus years because it was about 20 years ago. We used to do a lot of stupid things. We had one of these and we're like, where can we test it? Where should we go? So my idea was up here, a bit further down, we parked the car, we put the hazards on, busted at the street sign. This is way before Wet n Wild was there. So I don't know if the sign's actually still there. I'm not admitting to this. This could have been a dream. I could be lying. But if that same sign's still there, then it's probably got bullet holes in. And I'll show you. We parked the car. It was probably fucking 12 o'clock at night. The thing worked. This sign here, definitely the same sign.
No, there's no bullet
No,
holes.
it might be changed. Hopefully for forensic reasons, it's been changed. There's one up there that was even more red hot. We used to pull up and it was like left or right near Prospect Cemetery. And they've just changed it recently, thank God. Some funny, some stupid, but either way, it's my history. So welcome to Blacktown. Not a lot has changed over the years. Shopping centres improved, West Point's a bit better. See, right here is like residential units, and on the back of that is the Housing Commission. So when we were young kids, they had a pool in there. So all us Houso kids used to come down the highway, jump the fence, jump the gate and get into the pool. Like sometimes there'll be like, you know, like a lot of Aboriginal kids, like myself, maybe a few Islander kids, whatever. So, and then there'd be all ages from fucking 9 to 19. And then like one day I think it got a bit wild. I'm pretty sure I fucking smashed the bottle. One of the older kids stepped on it, cut his foot open. He's like, who the fuck did that? I didn't admit to it, but probably better I didn't. And then the residents must have got that upset. They called the cops. And I was a little fat kid. Just those normal pool fences. I couldn't get over it. I was that fucking fat and small. And one of the boys gave me a lift and I got over it. And I ran up that highway. And that was my first official police chase. And one of my neighbours that was definitely not as fat as me, he got caught. And I was sitting at home and I watched the police car bring him back home. So that was my first police chase on the Great Western Highway. Now I'll take you from there to where I lived in the Housing Commission and the place where I scored my first stick. It was different back then. But all this shit's the same. Like, still this feel. Prospect is a pocket of Blacktown where I spent the majority of my youth. So this side's Housing Commission. And now when I say to you, I moved 2 streets away, literally when I moved from that side of the road to this side of the road, around that corner, and lived in a couple houses there. But this is, welcome to Prospect Housing Commission. I'll give you a little tour. Now, this house on the corner was the trap house. This is where I scored my first weed. It was wrapped in foil. I got it through the fly screen. I was 12 years old, and the guy that served me was at least in his 30s. Looking back, disgusting. This is a billion way. As a kid, I used to play around here. I remember playing with knives around here. I had an infatuation for knives from a young age. This was my house, 5 billion way. A few more bars than it used to be. And see down there, they've shut it off, but it used to be alleyways. So they used to all be connected. So there was an alleyway there, and there was an alleyway down there. But the council shut them off because it was too easy for people to get cop chases, and there's like they're all connected, which was fun, but yeah, they had to change that. Yeah, so that house right there will go down in history as, you know what? You might not have the song "Come Smoke With Me" if it wasn't for that dealer. There's a park down there at the end of it. I remember going there as kids. There was needles in the park. I don't think it's like it actually feels like it's nicer now. Or maybe the cars, maybe I just haven't been here in a while and the cars are just a bit more modern, but the houses look a bit more tidier. There used to be graffiti all over the fence. My Bosnian mate used to live there. I had friends down there. See, all these are ways. So they used to be connected. That was the one that would take you to the residential area with the pool. And then there used to be a Street Fighter 2 machine. I remember like coming down here as a kid. So this is the street that would have connected to my street. And I remember just being a young cunt and all the older cunts just making us fight. I remember having a punch on here. I must have been 10 years old. All the other kids probably like 16, egging us on, having a fucking young fort punching on here. I used to punch on a lot as a kid, because when you're a kid, like I was a bit of a big kid, so you know it helped. These days, as soon as cunts get to like 14, 16, start getting professional training, then the weapons came out. But you know, I didn't have time for no kung fu. This house, one day, I'm not gonna mention names, Indigo Way. There's a few stories down here. So I was at this house and a girl had gone missing with some guy, and they rang my mate asking where he was, and my mate told them F their mum, which they didn't like. They hung up. I was sitting in that driveway drinking. They rocked up with guns, kidnapped him, threw him in the back of the car. Everyone ran except for me. I don't run because I'm just too slow. And I just sat there and I just watched him get taken away. There wasn't much I could do. This used to be Fat Eddie's house. I don't know if he still lives there. He was, I don't know how much I should be saying, but anyone that's knows Prospect Housing Commission knows Fat Eddie. He was doing very well for himself at one spot. Can't go through here without mentioning him. He was actually the one that gave me the pot the day that I took it to Corrupt, and inadvertently somehow down the track created the connect for me to meet Snoop. So that was, if he wasn't awake that day, that song might not have happened. So that's Prospect Housing Commission. It's just a little pocket. I don't know how rough it is these days. I'm sure there's plenty of fucking unkies still down there, but I just felt a lot more grimy. But maybe just, you know, maybe we're just more in the modern times. This place used to be called Quicks. Now it's 7-Eleven. We used to go in there with about 10 fucking young cunts and just fill our pockets up with chocolates and walk out, and there was nothing they could do. This is the guided tour for Blacktown, for if anyone wants, any tourists want to come down. The tourism guide. This is Pat Zekin. This is another park that we used to fucking smoke at. I think the first time I ever freestyled was in that park. As we get further along the street, my mate, God bless his soul, Kai Perry, from an early age, from like 13, he had this house to himself. It's just here. It's this empty lot because it got burnt down. But we spent many of, like, that was the house we could go to. Like, everyone's got that house where the parents don't give a fuck. In that house, there was no parents. It was, since he was 13, he had this house, and a lot went on down there. So one day, we did this show in Newcastle. Police raided the club with sniffer dogs. I had a pocket full of pills, probably about 30, not like heaps, 30 to 50. We're on stage performing Fuck Every Cop and His Mum. Sniffer dogs went through the whole crowd. Lucky we were on stage because they didn't go on stage. And then Head Hubbard's drunk, and our lift fucked us over, so we had to catch a fucking taxi back. The taxi charged us $500. Now, I got dropped off 2 streets from my house on purpose because this cunt was talking that red hot shit that I was just like, I just knew he was going to do something stupid. He thought his house was going to get raided. There was a rifle there. I'm only talking all this shit because he's been to court and he's been done and dusted, right? So he lived in this house on this other side. And because I knew he was going to go get that thing, I made sure I got dropped off a few streets away from my house. So there's an alleyway that joins his house to this main road. Now, in his own words, it was sunrise by the time we got back. He pulled out the rifle and he said, "Cuz, it just looked too sexy." And he lets off shots like it's fucking Anzac Day. And while this cab's waiting for him to fucking get into, I'll show you where the cab was waiting. At the end of this alleyway, which would be still here, I assume. There, right? So the cab's parked here. He lets off the shots. He jumps in the car with a cloth this long. So this cab driver's just been like, not stupid. I'm at home asleep. I think I got about 3 hours sleep. I hear knock at my door. I'm like, fuck, I get up. There's 2 detectives. And they're like, mate, we need you to come to the station and answer some questions. I said, I've got nothing to say. What if I say no? They go, we're gonna arrest you anyway. I go, can I at least grab a jacket? They said, alright. What does dumb cunt me do? Grab the jacket I was wearing the night before with the 30 pills in it. Now I'm with 2 detectives on the way to the fucking police station, telling them, there's no point in taking me here because I got nothing to say. Like, really, like, it's just gonna be a waste of petrol. Like, you know, not prepared to fucking give any cunt up or fucking. I'm just trying my best to tell them I'm not gonna say nothing. You're wasting your time. They take me to the station. They take me down to the holding cells. I think, Fort, you're fucked. You fucking idiot. I was half asleep. Like, out of all the jackets, you grabbed the jacket you were wearing the night before. So I get to the fucking counter. I went like this. I took it off. I chucked it on the counter and I put my hands high in the air. They pat me down and they go, all right, jump in the cell. And I grabbed my jacket and I jumped in the cell. Now I'm thinking, should I start eating these pills? And there was a guy in a cell next to me. I'm like, should I fucking throw him these pills? But then I thought, what if he's a snitch and gives me up? I rang my lawyer. She said, look, they got nothing on you. Don't say nothing. You'll be all right. Fucking, they took me up to the questioning room. I said, no comment. And they said, all right, you can go home. That was just a close call and a stupid move. So probably, let me guess, 2009. There was a lot of gang wars going on in Blacktown area. There's a lot of drive-by shootings. It was like every other week. And I used to record the news on Foxtel. And I had this map. And it was like Seven Hills, Layla Park, Blacktown, Prospect, Marion, Doonside. And I had a map. And everywhere on the map, except for Kings Park. This is where we were staying at the time, in a trap house, Kings Park. And one of the leaders of a local gang came around and I was having a conversation with him and I was like, look at all I was showing him the map and I was like, look at all this. You know who's next? Kings Park. Lo and behold, within a week later, let's take it back a bit. Before Albert got done with the rifle, and one day he was drunk, and I wanted to go out, but I didn't want to take him out with me because he was just fucking too loose. So he decided he wanted to fucking let a few things off into the wall. So that day I had another mate there, and he had something on him as well. And then I hear bang, bang, bang. And I thought my mate seen what Albert did and just wanted to outdo him. But really, Albert had just left the house. I had these girls there and they come running in. It was this house here. It was this house here. And the girls, I'm hanging a piss, right? I hear bang, 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 bang. And these girls come in and they go, Albert's outside, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. So it was this house. This is where we used to stay. But what happened was, this house got shot up. I think it was like 30 shots because it was being used as a clubhouse for a gang I won't mention. The bitch came inside, grabbed me. Albert's dead, the boys are dead outside. He wasn't dead, he'd left about 5 minutes before that. But they were in the car waiting to leave and someone pulled up and sprayed the place. Lucky they didn't hit the wrong house. I would have got shot while I'm pissing. I would have shit myself while pissing. But in that moment, the house was loaded and I had to think what to do. I said, fuck it. Lock everything up, let's get out of here. We got out of there. I went back to Prospect where I was staying. This whole road, I didn't even see police. By the time we got to my house, I still hadn't seen a police car. Either no one called them or whatever. I went to sleep. I woke up the next day, I put on the news. 4-year-old boy got grazed by a bullet. By the grace of God, he didn't get hit. But yeah, just another tale of shit that happens in West Syd.